We're here early. Sometimes it's good to be early. But our show starts at a specific time. You should remember that. Let's get started then, shall we?
Dillon, I don't give a what you think about a co-host and freshen up my show.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person to make a statement.
My show's about the people's podcast. Everyone has a voice. I don't need a co-host. Go listen to one of the other 5,000 shows with a co-host because they don't have a mouth like the big guy.
Opie, are you a career killer with Tim Sabian, yourself, and many others?
Be myself. Never had real issues with those people. They just understood that I was a different bird. The rest of them, though, I'm like, oh, shut up. I'm paying your salary because the ratings are so good, so shut up.
Right.
Live from
Somewhere.
it's
Dillon.
Good whatever to you whenever you are watching this episode of Co-Host Auditions. I am your co-host, Dillon, and this is my self-taped audition to be the second mic in an already established show who already has monetization, who can give me some of that monetization. Today, we return to the Steel Toe Morning Show, but not with Aaron Imholte, with April Imholte. This is probably the quickest turnaround that a show has aired, and that I decided to do it, airing just last night, the evening edition of the Steel Toe Morning Show. April got to spread her wings until I did preview it. Aaron came swooping in and was like, nah, that's enough. This is my show. And we did have a little bit of fun with Aaron the last time, so hopefully we'll have some fun with April this time. I did stop the show as soon as I was realizing, hey, I believe that Aaron is he's putting a big old emergency brake on the fun we're having. So we'll see if April can have a little fun as well. Because Aaron, yeah, I believe we were talking around him rather than to him. And there we have a little preview of our clown lady of the day, Miss Bouncy. But first, our clown lady host, April, and one of the beloved chatters that were here last time pointed out that Aaron has a much better microphone and microphone rig than April in the second seat, and he did not allow her to have that nice microphone. She has still got the one that's sitting on the table, whereas he has one like this, but even fancier, that swings in and isn't just sitting there on the table. Over there at the Steel Toe Morning Show, with all the money that they beg for, he cannot purchase a second mic that's really good. So he's got one that's really good and one that's serviceable. As you can see, we are the yellow duo today. April wearing her yellow top, me with my yellow, sure, let's call it a top, regularly called a t-shirt. And I saw some comments from last night. For some reason, they filter them out at some point from our buddy Spurg Snake, or Secret Snake rather, and David Collins. But Bobby Fran, the magic of Photoshop is a very fun thing. And now we get right to it. 4 minutes in, maybe not right to it. We get to it eventually. Take it away, April. You're muted. You're doing the old hack ride, going on a rant while being muted. Fun little gimmick that Hack Ride has. You should bring that back in Puzzle Box Season 3.
Okay. Hello. Howdy, everybody. Good evening. Please, somebody put in the chat if you can hear me or not. I have still yet to take the class from Aaron Imholte on how to start these shows. So this is going to be a cold open. I see MSO can see me.
Luckily, I opened the show for us, April. So already I am serving well as your second mic while you bumblefuck around figuring out how to open up a show. I already opened it. Don't worry about that aspect.
This must be good. As you can see, Aaron is not here yet. He absolutely might be. I don't know where he is right now. Maybe he's with his other ladies. I'm not sure yet.
Aaron with other ladies. That's just fresh, isn't it?
Yet. In fact, I almost didn't make it here today at all.
Super cold when
So
the mic
I
is
can't
muted.
imagine the
It's cold by not really just coming right out at it, and it's super cold with a mute.
tragedy that would have gone down had neither of us showed up. Hey guys, let's stop being a piece of shit in the chat, huh? Let's not do that.
So it sounds like this wasn't planned. Did Aaron get yet another speeding ticket?
You will not stick around
Gotta show up on time. Gotta show up on time. Nope. Here's another driving infraction for you.
very long. Okay. Cold open. I'm here. This is going to be a great show. I'm very excited.
Not cold enough. I don't see any nipples. You could learn from the booby lady Bonnie of how to do a great cold open and cold middle and cold end. Yeah, Bonnie the booby lady, she keeps that room nice and cold.
I wore yellow for you guys tonight. I know that's one of your favorite shirts. For me to wear is the yellow ones.
You do good look
This
good
one
in
I
yellow.
don't think I've ever worn on here because it's a little bit revealing. I usually wear a sweater over it. I have one to my left. It's rather warm in the basement today, so this is what we're doing. Hello everybody. I see here. This is going to lead into my story I'm about to tell all of you. So I effed up my Buick's girlfriend is in
Just tell the story. You don't need a setup for the setup.
the chat and says, my boyfriend is glad you made it home. Yes. This person saved me today. I had no idea how bad this was about to get. But thanks to an OG listener tonight, I am here. I did not get in an accident thanks to this man. I would like to send him something nice, so I hope he's going to message me.
An OG listener. I wonder if this is one of their 30 plus mods. I don't know what you need so many mods for. I've got a mod that has been busy at work, so I've been flying solo. And I did kind of want the mod to oversee the comments. I've gotten used to overseeing the comments. I believe if I were to have a regular mod, I would want them on the drops so we could get some fun stuff. Because I've gotten used to playing with the comments. And we've got so many little fun drops. Actually, I need some more fun drops because I don't see one that really applies to this situation.
Oh, good for you.
Well, Christian Bale is very happy of me that I like dealing with the comments.
Me, I believe maybe we've messaged already before, but oh yeah, Aaron's already in the chat. Give April all your money. I'm sorry, Aaron. I don't really know how to copy and paste all this shit into the chat over and over again.
Aaron's in the chat. I don't see the chat. Is it not on replay? Exit full screen. Nope. I don't know if you're. Oh, there's a chat replay. Live chat replay.
Again, but if there is our goal is
There's
pinned
our
to the
buddy,
top.
Birds from Earth.
250 by 9:30. No wait, 250 by 9 o'clock to go to 9:30. Believe that's how he's planning this out today. That's the usual one. Like I said, I don't know what Aaron's up to. Could be anything. He's a man that really gets around.
No, he doesn't. Lies. He gets around to St. Cloud, Minnesota, and Las Vegas. He doesn't get around to somewhere in Los Angeles and small town Maryland and Tampa. Tampa, fun little excursion. I wasn't able to sing a karaoke song as I wanted to. I think I was off taking a piss, but I did sing it this past weekend, the Scatman, and it went better than I thought it would. So throw the Scatman karaoke into the wheelhouse of karaoke songs I sing.
As I'm told, I've heard some stories. Maybe
heard
his
things.
girlfriends will be in the chat tonight. Red Fox Mad with $4.99. Thank you. Says, let's knock out the goal before Aaron comes back. I actually think that'd be really cool. I'm going to have a beer with you guys or two.
Actually, that would be really funny if April Solo got the goal completed when, as a team, they can't get it completed. That I would really like that to give a nice old kick in the balls to Aaron's ego.
Look, I'm a little jittery because of what happened to me tonight. It's not even that Aaron's not here. I've actually opened this show for almost a whole hour by myself before. I do like this part though, when people in the chat start theorizing why nobody's here. By Fauci's paying.
I got all my money on speeding ticket. I don't see what else it could be. Aaron stinks at driving. He gets ticket after ticket. Took him forever to register that fucking car. You don't need to, like, one time of, oh, damn it. But what was it, like 3 driving without a registrations he got before he finally went into the DMV? And no one wants to go to the DMV, but you got to get that shit done. And yeah, he couldn't even make it to Rochester, New York for DabbleCon, the peak of the Dabbleverse. As much fun as I had in Tampa, it did not feel as much of a party, as much of a peak as the Rochester DabbleCon, a celebration of fucking with people of lower intelligence. And that is the Dabbleverse way. But Ybor is always there. That's why I was like, let's see, Ybor or Vegas. Been a long time since I've been to Ybor.
Pangolin already says the gay 90s again, which, by the way, I've wanted to go there for years. And until I gained some people in my life, the most beloved people in my life, a few of them, including Aaron.
Beloved chatters, beloved ones.
I had never been able to go because I'm not going to go by myself. It's not a safe endeavor. The gay 90s is...
Endeavor is safe now. They got rid of Vince McMahon. That unsafe environment that was put into place by Jamie Kellner. I love how you can really look at the butterfly effect of some executive being like, I don't want wrestling on my network. That then leads up to a woman being gang-ard in her office by a billionaire. It's your fault, Jamie Kellner.
Maybe one of the most fun places I've ever been for a good night. Good night out. Drinks, dancing, lights, sweating, everything. It's foam parties. I've been to my first foam party ever recently, which was really, really fun.
I was at my first foam party when I was 19 in Cancun, Mexico. Another place that Aaron Imholte has never been.
Definitely check out the gay 90s sometimes. It doesn't really matter if you're gay, and I think all of us are a little bit gay anyways. Somewhere in there, we just don't like to admit it. That's okay.
I have readily admitted I am half a fag.
All right. Let's get to these theories, and then I'm
not a whole fag, but a half a one.
I'm going to get to this story as to why I almost didn't make it either. Fine. All right. Let's see. Loaded Wrench. Aaron thinks he thinks Aaron's in jail. Razzie Chaz says,
let's see. April Imholte is younger than our buddy Aaron Imholte, who is 37. I was surprised that I am the same age as Aaron Imholte because look at his pretty face. And he'll show up eventually after his speeding ticket is done getting dealt to him. And yeah, he's looking a good 10 years older than me when we are the same age, part because I look youthful and part because he looks slightly older than his age. I believe she's late 20s or early 30s. She's a backwoods country girl, I believe. Secret Snake coming in with a 30. That does hit my late 20s, early 30s. Stepmom to the children from Aaron Imholte's first marriage. And she does seem to have the pangs of motherhood kind of hitting her, of wanting her own children, as she said. Unlike that weirdo from TikTok speed dating we saw last week, who was trying to recollect his non-biological daughter. Oh boy, I'd love to see that guy again.
Says Aaron's pooping tonight instead of April. LOL. Yes, my ass needed a break. Look, it gets warm.
Phrasing sounds like you've got the anal OnlyFans going on, April.
Worn out from time to time. Man, a hug and kiss.
Go back again.
Look, it gets worn out from time to time. Man, a hug and kiss says.
Phrasing, April. I believe she's talking about her butthole being worn out from pooping, making a diarrhea joke, but it certainly sounds like some anal performing that you're doing there with it getting worn out.
Aaron's pooping tonight instead of April. LOL. Yes, my ass needed a break. Look, it gets worn out from time to time. Man, a hug and kiss says jail. Now, okay, on top of these jail theories, I would like to know, if you do believe that he's in jail, what would he be in jail for? Which is very interesting.
Being belligerent to the officer that was only giving him a minor citation.
And how could he be messaging the chat, or is that really me? Maybe his account is my sock account. Oh, God. I hate this right now, you guys. I'm getting the best phone call ever. My phone's not connected to the board because it never has been. But can you read this?
Ryan Oz Klein.
Oz is
Now, if I would want a call from any Oz member, it would be Adabisi, because he has been around. I would love to talk to Adewale, however the hell you pronounce his other names, about his time on Lost, because they were obviously setting him up to be a huge character through the end of the show, and then wrapped up Mr. Echo's storyline very quickly because he said, fuck this shit. And I just want to hear all, as does Mr. Winston. At some point, Mr. Winston is going to have his ambush show, the Lost review show, which we have actual Lost defenders on. That will be a fun little ambush show. I don't think we can do that live. I think we have to get a few episodes banked up. So when we do release them, we've got a few more surprise ambushes of people arguing with a puppet about why Lost isn't a giant piece of shit. You're wrong. You defending it are still wrong. You can stop telling us about how you ran into the door. We know what happened, Lost fans. We were all there.
He's calling me right now, and I can't talk to him because... Okay, you know what? Here. We're going to answer it. We're going to put it on speaker. Hold on. Hey, bud.
And getting back to that small town thing, Aaron thinks that St. Paul is a big city, and both are happy to tell us about how the world works. Very much like Somewhere, that people who have been here and seen it built up are like, this is a big city. No. Somewhere is a mid-sized city on the smaller end, and they're pushing. They will be a mid or big mid-sized city in a bit. I haven't been to St. Paul, Minnesota, or Minnesota in general, so I cannot have my opinion of how big or small it is, but I believe it's somewhere in the mid-city range. Having lived in Los Angeles for 8 years, I do have a taste of a big city, and going over to about 90 minutes, 2 hours away to the closest cities, I'm like, oh boy, I miss this. This is a city feel. So yeah, now I am curious if I would get to St. Paul and be like, this feels like a city, or where I am currently at Somewhere of like, this is a mid-sized city. This is a town that's maturing into a city artificially by the government really pushing to be a city and spending money that they don't have, hoping to make it back on the back end. Isaac Walmart is a fan of Oz. Adabisi would have some great stories to tell us, providing he isn't R-ing you while he's telling them. And he was a funny thing about Oz. Apparently, if someone showed up late to set over and over again, or was just a belligerent asshole, they would write in the character being thrown in the hole naked or being R'd. That's how you know the leader of the Italians in the second season was just an absolute fucking asshole because Adabisi R'd him so brutally that he was just in the insane asylum until the final season, until he was R'd again. I forget who did the R'ing in the final season, but they brought him back just to R him again. So that actor must have been an insufferable shithead. I do remember the poet. Poet was his name. I believe Mums was the actor and rapper who played him, being thrown in the hole kind of randomly a few times. So he had some time management issues, but they liked him. So they only got him naked. They didn't hoo-hoo him in the hoo-ha.
Hey, buddy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
How's it going?
I just want to give you creds. Like, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. What are you up to? I miss you. Did you say drinking?
Yes.
I don't know this Oz. He is not the great and powerful. He is not in prison. He is not the doctor. He's really down the list on Oz's.
Would you like to tell the audience what you're drinking tonight?
Jaeger and Bud Light. Yeah.
The usual. Now, how did you ever get...
I myself no longer drink Jägermeister or tequila because I blacked out too many times in a row drinking both of those. Actually, tequila, one shot on a rare occasion, but we do not dip into the tequila well multiple times. Jaeger tastes like black licorice, so I don't like it in general. So blacking out, just put the exclamation point on we will not be drinking this anymore.
Get started on Jaeger? I'd like to know.
That was a college like experiment. You know,
Right. Most people leave the YAG in college like I did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to give you.
Secret Snake has this information on this fifth tier Oz fellow that he was a former co-host that had to be let go because of money, which is gotta be why April is in the co-host chair so often. It is very funny when there is a co-host sitting in and Aaron is telling, come on, send some money. Once we hit our goal, then our co-host can get paid, which is funny, cringy type of stuff where you've got your co-host up at the Plinko board just hitting zero the vast majority of the time. Actually, anytime that it's been posted in Spurgtopia, because I don't watch Steel Toe Morning Show or the Evening Edition at all, but I do love the clips over at Spurgtopia that Sam V and some others put together in little bite-sized pieces I can take you, and that is just disappointing because I almost started watching your show at some point. Steel Toe Morning Show, you had to have your little blow up. Ooh, tequila makes Electra's clothes fall off. So thank you for that cheat code, Electra. We will come back to that cheat code later.
Congratulations, you're doing a fucking great job.
Really? Well, thank you. That's a huge honor coming from you. Obviously, nobody forgets about you. We miss you. We'd still love to have you come in and do a show every now and then.
Yep, I would love to do that. But yeah, just wanted to give you credit. So keep rocking it. I'll talk to you soon.
Oh, thanks, buddy. We love you.
Yep, take care.
Bye. Ah, look at this. I can figure shit.
Get out of here, Oz. I'm aiming for your co-host seat. Well, actually, I guess it's the seat next to your co-host seat, since Aaron isn't here, and April just pulled over her second-rate mic to be like, oh, okay, I'm pretending to be host now, while Aaron is arguing with a cop about his driving infraction. And got to be careful with that tequila, with Electra. There could be bad consequences with could be bad consequences if I'm not careful with Electra and the tequila, such as this.
Computer sentences them to death by Snoo.
Yeah!
I also know, being a weird guy, I do have a leg up on the competition. I will be sending in my dating VHS tape soon to the Catch-22 show. I hope we have more of those tonight. I am quite a fan of those 1980s dating videos. I wish we had a bigger stockpile of those.
Your shit out on the fly. I hope Aaron's proud. I didn't want to let that phone call go because I knew Oz must be listening since he called me as soon as the show starts. He calls me every now and then, and he's always had a couple Bud Lights and some Yag shots in there, but he's always very friendly. We love him. We miss him. Hopefully we see him soon. Okay, Red Fox Mad, what happened to you, April? I will tell you, oh my God, this chat has gone bananas and I lost it just now. I'm starting to realize Aaron's...
Is this shit bananas? B-A-N-A-N-A-S? April? I wonder if April has the same dating process that DJ Electra has of sending a VHS tape and going from there.
Frustrations with this shit?
Oh yeah, that's right. She's married for now.
On occasion, you can't keep up. You can't... If you scroll just wrong or like a super chat comes in, the shit moves. Yeah, Aaron's currently out looking for his...
The shit moves. It's supposed to do that, April. You should know, since your hole is all worn out, that the shit moves out. Sometimes when you don't want it to. That's why you take the home enema before doing those videos and wearing that hole all out.
For his third wife. I hope so, man. He deserves everything in the world. I'm just kidding. I want to stick around. That'd be cool. Did Aaron get into the apple pie?
You say you want to stick around as Aaron's wife, but looking at the clips that have been posted, you are having very much second thoughts about this Quickie Vegas wedding that you had that is now a life decision.
Apple pie again, probably. It's delicious. Aaron's leaving an upper decker. I hope not, because then he might have to look for a third wife. I'd be a bit upset.
Would you be open to sister wives?
On a queso run, that seems fine. Be into that. Get dressed and get off the shitter, Aaron. What beer you drink? This beer is shitty right now. This is not my favorite. I have a Modelo. My like go-to, I know this is gonna start a fight in the chat. My go-to really basic beers when I'm not buying anything nice that I actually like are probably between Modelo and McGolden. I'm sorry. I know that's going to rub some people the wrong way. That's just the
Rub me the right way like this. You can completely make up for rubbing me the wrong way by rubbing me like this, April, and all will be forgiven for rubbing me the wrong way. That was quite an angle there that I put on there. I may have been over-exaggerating a little bit on how to rub me.
the casual drinking days. Other than that, I really like a whole bunch of beers. This is just the shitty one. Yes.
I am an IPA guy myself because I just fit into that hipster mold perfectly. And Yingling, fine middle of the road beer. Coors Light, of course. When you just want to have a water, but you also just want it to be beer, you have a Coors Light.
Turbs McGurk, there is a call-in number, but it's not my phone. It's Aaron's phone, and he's not here. I'm sorry. Scarface says Aaron's in the hot box or misbehaving. Probably.
B Dabbler has a special phone dedicated to his show, and this is just a hobby for him. B Dabbler has a better setup for his phone than Steel Toe Morning Show, who this is his career. Really, the career was in radio, and you should be treating this kind of like a hobby, it seems like, with the amount of begging that you have done to become what you hate in Dark Side Phil, Dark Side Aaron.
I hope they throw some cold water on him soon so he can feel better. And they let him out so he can breathe. We're not George Floyding around here. Okay. We have D Gulag with $2. Thank you. And it says, finally, the show we wanted. On occasion, I do really
we wanted to see what this was like without Aaron.
Enjoy that Aaron has me do this. It's not for me all the time, but I do like sometimes to just talk and not be stomped over by this big, bulky man with his big booming voice. Kidding, that was supposed to be complimentary. Indus Buzz just says this. Oh my God.
What was that again? Were you in reverse? Did you hit the rewind on what you were saying right there?
With his big booming voice. Kidding, that was supposed to be complimentary. Indus Buzz just says this.
She is just so excited for that. Oh, and we do indeed have the Mirror Universe version of Aaron Imholte now. He has a goatee, and as we saw in Star Trek, when you have a goatee, you are the Terran version of yourself, the evil version. Taking the turn quite seriously is Aaron Imholte, but you're way beyond the turn, Mr. Imholte.
Oh my God, what did he say before that? I was hoping he just said this as in he liked this. Oh, he says, where's the woman that is usually on this show? I'm right here. Oh, they mean Aaron's a lady. I'm sorry.
And we do have a special voice message from Aaron's first wife, Mrs. Imholte, if that is still your name. What do you think about joining Aaron?
Leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me the fuck alone, says the first Mrs. Imholte.
I'm sure that he'll be around sometime this week. Oh, 383 Novocaine with my theory. Aaron is hungover from 2 beers and a shot of apple pie. Yes, they had some fun this morning. Guys, I still would like to knock out at least half this goal.
And I do believe I am completing the turn against who are these podcasts. Despite the fact that I went to their live show in Tampa and had a great time there, I have been, ever since the debut of Point Dabble Point, I was like, this is, no, we're winding down on the John. And now anytime he does a Stuttering John segment, after 5 minutes, I'm like, enough. When I'm in the Discord watching live, I'm putting the tap out, the wrap it up, 5 minutes, and I'm done. The last episode, as soon as he went to Stuttering John stuff, I just turned it off. So the turn has been happening with me ever since Point Dabble Point with Who Are These Podcasts, and it might be complete. I might have turned on you right after I met you in person for the second time, Mr. Hamburger. Enough of John. I've just tap out. Visit him for 5 minutes per show. I want no more stuttering John. It stopped being fun.
His goal before he gets home, I think that'd be cool. Home from jail or his wife or whatever. Not me. Freedom's lunch,
It's
going
been
to
a while
bed.
since I've seen you, Deitois. Thanks for coming in, and I'm sorry that you had to see this dumb sloot again. But I do believe she is wising up to her dumb slutness, and she will be an average sloot after making this terrible mistake of a marriage.
But we'll be watching replay. Great to see you do a solo. I do like flexing these muscles every now and then. I don't do it often. I think this is maybe
You don't have muscles. We saw you in your bikini. You're a skeleton. And that took you down from a Minnesota 9 to a Minnesota 8 for me because you need some fat or some fitness rather than being a skeleton. And speaking of fitness, BF Live, Bobby Fran, Aaron is one of the least masculine men I have ever seen. And he really is quite full of himself with the boxing classes that he took. We talked about his potential Klinefelter syndrome on the last time we visited the Steel Toe Morning Show, and yeah, he has quite the doughy body. Now, I do too. Am quite in the doughy disposition. I am rapidly getting to the fattest I've ever been, but I don't talk about how I am a boxer with great boxing experience.
the third time. Oh my God. I think this is maybe the third time I've ever done this. The longest I've done it is probably like 40 something minutes to an hour. It's not so bad. You guys help. Plus, I already have like a bunch of my own personal stories on top of all this shit that he prepped for me that I don't know about yet, but I'm very excited to get to it. Knock out that goal. We'll go a little extra longer. This interests me sometimes. We have somebody who's concerned trolling right now. John Bear
Again
says, "Quit the show, April. You were only eye candy for the show."
Oh, excuse that
Aaron
mouth
is
noise.
using
Jesus
you.
Christ. I have gotten better at hitting the mute button. Actually, that was a nose noise. I must point out my foibles and apologize for them.
Now, sometimes when that type of stuff happens, like it doesn't bother me. It's fine.
Oh, good. My nose noise did not offend Miss Imholte.
I just wish on occasion that you would give the almost 30-year-old a little bit of agency over herself.
Almost 30-year-old. Okay.
I do believe
so we're
that I would
rounding up to 30. She is a 29-year-old, almost 30-year-old, married to a 37-year-old, and living in the big city of St. Paul, Minnesota. She is a backwoods lady and enjoys hunting and fishing. And here she is in a studio.
I would have avenues of quitting the show if I felt I was being used. But on the flip side, there maybe is something to it, and maybe Aaron is just using me. See, now I thought Johnny was the pretty one on the show. So maybe, but I think I'm in second place in the looks category. Aaron obviously can't be included. He's the boss. So I'm not going to.
The other saint. There's a lot of saints in Minnesota. I said St. Cloud earlier, and I defaulted to St. Paul. St. Paul's the bigger one, right? Or maybe it's just that I was looking at a college there in St. Paul at one point.
Sexually harass the boss here, unlike he does to me. Amanda Hug and Kiss says DUI. Sean, you're being so testy.
They're such hicks. They think that St. Cloud is the big city, and St. Paul. Oh boy, if St. Cloud is a big city, then St. Paul is on the level of Chicago, Los Angeles, New York.
Testy tonight. Fuck fan theories. No, they're fun. DWI, stealing cake, light bulb in the ass. I've heard of that before. No shit. Somehow people get light bulbs in their ass and I don't understand. How do you do that without breaking it? You must be gaping.
Somehow people get light bulbs in their ass. There's not a somehow. They're doing the Uncle Fester, but they misunderstood that you put in the metal end to light it up. And oh boy, I'm getting flashbacks to that jar video.
What a sick joke.
Wasn't a joke to that jar man.
Aaron got a ticket in February. Yeah, we know. Everyone gets tickets. It's fine.
Aaron gets many.
Oh, this is fun too. Dale Earnhardt says he's not in jail. She'd be a lot happier if so. No, I would not. Contrary to popular belief, that man has made my life much happier. So
let's really analyze that face as she says that her life is much happier. And he is in jail. So Adebisi, new target, Mr. Adebisi, calling Adebisi to the R room.
To popular belief, that man has made my life much happier.
Look off to the side. That's exactly what I was looking for. That man, you are she's being deceptive. Let's see that look off to the side one more time as she is trying to convince us and herself that she is happier.
Contrary to popular belief, that man has made my life much happier. So he's not always the asshole you think he is.
She's being deceptive. I don't even need Altorian and his lie detector machine to pick up on some of those tells that she is throwing down there.
Speeding. We didn't forget about Oz. Never. I had to take that phone call, even though it had to be on speakerphone. I hope you all heard it. I see there's some super chats coming in. Just hold on. Keep them coming. I will get to them. Thank you so much. Oz is drunk. Yes, but is there any other way to...
And we have some new information on the St. Paul, St. Cloud, Detroit. They would have to cross Mississippi 3 times to get to St. Paul. That would be a big trip for them. And let's see, makes you wonder what kind of shit show was her life before, Aaron. BF Live, I believe this was a grass greener type of situation where she was content but not happy. And now she is less than that after getting over. That is my theory of what's going on. Before, she was content but not happy, and the happiness of the greener grass did not last for long. Sir Vosif, there are 4 Taco Bells in St. Cloud. It's a big city. 4. Let's see, how many did Westminster, Maryland have? 1, 2. So yeah, they had double the Taco Bells of small town Maryland. So that qualifies as a big city. Thank you for that information.
Way to be on a Monday night. I have not been drunk in a very long time, I don't think, actually. I don't drink enough to get drunk anymore. People used to tell me that after 25, it's all downhill once you start drinking and getting hungover, that the hangovers get worse. You don't want to get up the next day. You waste your whole second day. I'm not here for it. So usually even like in a span of like a whole night, let's say like 4 to 6 hours drinking, I try to only stick to at most 4 drinks and mixing waters. I know that's...
Well, you just learn what your limit is to not get completely fucked up drunk. Well, my brother, he goes the opposite way, where the goal of the day is to get as fucked up as possible. Whereas I would like to get a little bit tipsy. I do not like scurrying around in the morning. Where's my keys? Where's my wallet? That's what he's done for 20 years, my brother. And that's just his way of life, of getting up and not knowing what the fuck or where the fuck anything is. Whereas you get tipsy, you remember these types of things. So before she became the wife of a radio man, used to be a radio guy, now he is a radio guy with quotation marks, she painted valves. So a factory working gal from the small town, hunting, fishing, painting valves.
That's gay as hell, but I guess that's me, so just a beard. Oh my God.
Bobby Fran, painting valves, that is a weird term for giving a blowjob. That is a weird term for BJs.
Loaded Wrench is saying that the charge for being in jail would be sexual assault on a dying animal. God damn. Now, is the animal dying before he sticks his dick in it or after or during? I don't know. The thing's massive. I'd think it'd be.
Well, you'd have to wound the animal before you stick your dick in it, because it will get very angry and frisky and kick you and hurt you and run away. So at the very least, the animal needs to be wounded. As much as you might want to see the animal's pain of your human dick going into its hole. Are we talking about Aaron fucking the animal? I forget who's fucking the animal in this scenario.
Bleed out first. Hashtag Aaron was never real, says Skeezy. Of course. You guys, your little trolls don't bother me. You're so cute. Aaron's out selling ass.
Lies. Look at that face again. You have the tells, April. You trolls don't bother me. And then a bothered face.
Your little trolls don't bother me. You're so cute.
Ooh, that little frowny face, that little cringe that she had. We see on your face when you're full of shit, Miss Imholte.
Aaron's out selling ass to save the family, of course. Oh my god. Okay, something won't move. Aaron! Okay, I got it. You ever do that? You froze the chat? Okay, stop. You guys are going insane.
April ran out of things to do quite quickly, didn't she? I thought she said she had some show prep, and where it is a good idea to incorporate your live chat, help them feel part of the show, as we have with our Tampa police here with the sniff. This is all she's doing. She ran out of ideas, and Citizen M, one of the nice clippers from our channel, has some fun clip compilations. I'm not sure if Steel Toe is amongst yours. If you throw it in the Hackverse over in Spurgtopia, I'm there a lot. I will see your compilations there, Citizen M. And yeah, her face. I want to play poker with April. And that isn't just sexual innuendo, but it's not sexual innuendo either.
Jew guy is watching. Cool. I'm very excited. Jew guy can be my biggest fan. He used to be very attractive, by the by. I don't know if he knows this or not. He probably doesn't, but I've said it on the show a few times. That man, this Jew guy that Column is talking about, used to be one of the very most attractive men I knew, at least in streaming or podcasting or whatever the fuck you call his thing that he does about once every couple months or once a year if you're lucky when he gets a bad case of sickness.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You're starting to bore me, Miss Imholte. We're only 13 minutes into this, and luckily I have rambled on to get us to a regular showtime for this. But let's keep on going. Let's see if I can stick around until Aaron shows up, and then the towel will be thrown in because Aaron is a wet blanket.
Very attractive man. I'm not sure what's happening to him. I haven't seen him in a while. Johnny Castile says the real Steel checking in. Also the real Johnny, but Johnny is sexy. Yes, he is. Johnny is a soldier and he is remarkable.
Oh, of course. She's talking about Red Bar. April thinks that Red Bar is sexy, and boy, has he turned into the Silver Fox. Still very sick, but looking like a handsome man while shitting all over everyone. Red Bar does not give a fuck except about Jules. That would be fun, Doom, April's permanent co-host. Yes, I did hear that rumor too, that April's current host is getting a job at a local furniture outlet, and maybe he will start treating this as a hobby, as he should, instead of a job, like he shouldn't.
Remarkably sexy. Who needs legs when you look that good?
I'm not really into legless ladies, but the TikTok algorithm did pick up on me being an armless lady kind of guy. Elena G, hey now. The other one, I could take her or leave her, but Elena G and her lack of arms, woohoo!
I don't know how to get to Rumble. Oh God, there it is. Okay, I'm gonna keep getting through these, and then I'm gonna go to Rumble. E-Rock is in the chat, but fucking retracts his. Why do you do this? I want to read your stuff, Eric. You retract his stuff. Magnum DUI says Melton is
I
the
did mention a sister wife type of situation earlier. April, isn't Red Bar a Chicago guy? You don't need to go far to an actual big city for that silver fox and help out Jules David with the deteriorating health of that sexy, sexy man.
P. Diddy of chat. Probably getting rated all over the place. Can I kiss your belly button? I don't know, for a price maybe. Knock out that goal and we'll talk. No. Okay, so I effed up my Buick's girlfriend. Mitch says sorry for making you feel like he was a creeper. No, not at all. I'm gonna get to the story in due time here. I'm trying to make the chat feel wanted and all this.
Yeah, there's a line that you've crossed in making the chat feel wanted and making the show feel like you've got no ideas and nothing going forward by just hyper focusing on the chat.
Stuff first, and they're being very silly tonight.
Ooh, Becker Furniture World. We don't have one of those around here, Detroit. Maybe that would be worth the trip.
I'm going to have a good story here where I'm going to have to mention this guy on a couple shows because he's very nice. And assuming he's messaged me by now. I haven't had time to look. Him and Matt are spooning. Yes, maybe they're drinking and spooning and chat.
Oh, that might be a bit far away, Citizen M. Mike Redbar, native Chicagoan, I had that right, but now lives in Arizona with his lovely wife. So the agoraphobic St. Cloud couple here, they might be scared of that. It's not too far away if you take one of your Vegas excursions and head over to the Red Bar Castle afterwards. Jules makes fun of April's forehead, says Tampa Police. It is an easy target. I do believe I hit that target last time. Somehow I missed it this time. I did not hit that broadside of a barn.
Chatting over bullshit life throws at you. Where's the hot one, says Zeke. Kyle, never going to get me. I don't know where he is. He just messaged me. I was on my way home from seeing family today. And he messages me. He's like, look, I'm going to have you start at 7 tonight because I've got something to do. And I don't know what kind of doing that is, but he's like, look, do you think you could start at 7 and be without me for a little while? I guess. I don't want to be fired.
Ooh, once again, your face gives away how happy you were to be away from your husband.
I think you could start at 7 and be without me for a little while. I guess. I don't want to be fired.
Ooh, your face, April, gives away all your dirty little secrets of being happy that your current husband is not going to make it, but your future husband of Mike Redbar, Michaela, lives in Arizona. She can do some recon for you to see what your role would be as sister wife to Jules David.
King Yeti says April was pulled out of shit by Aaron. Now she lives in piss. That's an upgrade. Yes, I would much rather live in piss than shit. People call that water sports, I believe.
Nice one, April. A nice little piss joke from April Imholte. I believe it's opposite, though. I believe you were swimming in piss, having a fun time just swimming around there, and I believe now you are in shit. I believe you have it bass-ackwards of your piss and shit excursions.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Vitali Malirov with $5 says Aaron is probably getting initiated into a skinhead gang right now. Maybe, because then you'd all have to, or you'd at least get to stop looking at that hairline. I'm hoping. But the thing is, I think you have to.
His Count Dracula hairline. I was going to say the Count from Second City Television, but I can't remember that Count's name. He was on the Ed Grimley show on the cartoon Count something. It'll come to me soon. A lot of comedy fans in the chat. Maybe you'll remember that odd Count's name from Second City Television. And every time both Mooby and the Scrimp are an open book. It took me a while to understand why you were calling him Mooby. Man boobs. Duh, Mooby. That took me way too long to get.
You have to wax it off because you could still see the buzz marks. I don't know. Maybe he is in a gang. No hangovers if you drink all day. Amen, brother. Oh my God. Shit. Hey, Aaron, where's April? My hairline is not that bad. Knock it off.
I think it also has to do with how you style it, of making that hairline. Yeah, that is a heck of a hairline you have going over there. Now that we're on the subject,
You unalived Aaron. Good job, April. No! Lossless, I would never. He'd have to do that to himself. I think. Because I think you can only do that.
is she trying to will him to take the self elimination? I think she's trying to will that into existence right here, right now.
To yourself. Oh my God. What's the goal? Michael B says, what's the goal? 250. No, wait. Fucking hell. Oh,
I'm with Italian Stallion here. You might want to try the bangs, April. You are a pretty lady, even though you are a skeleton and could use some fat or some muscle on you. Some bangs would help that big ol' head.
Oh shit. You guys have been
Head,
sending in contributions. I'll have to go back and add them up. It's not 250 anymore. You've knocked some
You're hiding that cone head very well, actually.
of that off. Thank you so much. I will go back and add them if he's not here. I'm sorry. You've been knocking it down. It was originally 250 away from 930. So thank you. We'll add that up in a little bit. People are talking about Gordy. I'm the other Gordy. You're not spelling his name right. Put some respect on his name. Shit, balls, Raz of Chaz. Member for 22 months. You can't listen to Aaron when it comes to hangovers or drinking. My 10-month-old has more of a tolerance than Aaron. Are you putting booze in the titty milk? I hope not. Oh, TVA Dan, Aaron cooked by Red Bar. I don't think so. I would choose
Daytwa is on the bangs. She's going to post it to the Discord. I am looking forward to that. Thank you, Daytwa.
Aaron over Red Bar any goddamn day. He's far more attractive.
Oh, let's take a look at this face again of her choosing her current husband over her future husband.
I would choose Aaron over Red Bar any goddamn day. He's far more attractive than him. Even when I said like he
Actually, that was more in your voice than in your face. The lack of confidence. He's far more attractive than him.
Red Bar any goddamn day. He's far more attractive than him. Even when I said like he was a good looking dude, like that doesn't negate how attractive Aaron is to me. So toodles. All right. Oh my God, you guys. April, pimp the goal more. It's less than 250. I'm gonna guess it's about like 220 away from 930, guys. I don't want to pimp the goal. Just knock it out. I like that a lot better. I trust you guys.
This absolutely Tampa Police. This stream has turned into reading chats. It is a balance. You want to make the chat feel wanted. It is an interaction going on, but you want to do a show first. And there was at some point where I was too involved in the chat. I'm hoping I have that balance a little better worked out than April Imholte does here right now. Kind of like treating it like a radio caller back in the day where we're doing our own thing, or the chat leads to further conversation instead of just scrolling. And why aren't you bringing it up? Bringing it up would help the visual a lot there, Miss Imholte.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. K-Max McDonald, who? Johnny Depp, isn't that your crush, April? Yes, I would have to get a pass from Aaron because I value his opinion, but yes. I'd have to give him one too then, which he'd obviously pick. If Aaron wanted a celebrity pass to fuck, obviously it has to be Eric Church, right? Where, God, who else
I don't know
is he
who
like?
that is.
Eric Church, Ewan McGregor, or Edward Norton. I think those are at the top of his list. April, do it every 12 minutes. We need to know the number.
Aaron's celebrity hall pass are all dudes? Is she talking about herself? It sounds like she's talking about her. So Aaron, too, is half a fag. Me and Aaron cannot get together. Otherwise, both our half a fagness will equal a whole fag. And, oh boy, you don't want to see that.
The nut for the day. Hey, like I said, and there is a message pinned to the top. You can see it. I just have to adjust. Hobo, I do not suck at this. I'm very comfortable.
Lies. I love your tells. Your tells of we see your bullshit so much. Even Lee from nowhere can see your bullshit, and she's nowhere, 2 towns over from me. Nice to see you again. Sexy dog. That sounds like both a compliment and an insult at the same time. You sexy dog.
Hobo, I do not suck at this. I'm very comfortable. Okay, you guys are being awesome. I have a story to get to. I also have to check out the Rumble chat. Somebody with, oh no, Finkelstein shit kid with $9.99. This one's not for Melton. Thank you very much. A gay pass.
And this is also what sent MLC, Misery Loves Company, down a hole where I know people who have been a fan of Kevin Brennan for years, but say his show has just turned into reading chats. So yeah, the balance of treating the chat like a radio caller where they have something to add and then bouncing off of that versus just reading it. Need to find the balance there. I hope I've gotten better because, yeah, I did have a string of shows, especially doing the roll call at some point. I'd love to acknowledge the people who are here. Thank you for coming. But doing a roll call, not entertaining. Had to stop that.
Yes, Michael. We can all do gay passes. It's 2024 now. That shit is not to be ashamed of. Yeah. Paul Dano. That's a good one. But he'd have to play the slave song for him. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. Answer my super chat, April from Ozone. I didn't see us an Ozone one. Ew, I hear noises behind me.
Thank you, Tampa Police. He does believe that I have gotten a good balance between doing a show and interacting with the chat. Hooray! People should send her food deliveries like they do Perry Carvello. Oh, and Stuttering John. Well, April actually does need some food deliveries to get some meat on them bones, but don't let Mooby have them. Don't let the husband have those foods. He is chubby enough and thinks that he is not chubby at all. I'm gonna have to give my Discord link. I didn't give that put that in the chat earlier because Detroit has posted what April looks like with bangs. Thank you, Detroit. I do love the half shirts as well. Star Chaka. Let's see that belly.
Amy, get out of here. This is my show now. Fan funding. Here we go, Ozone. I'm going to see if you left one. You did. Ozone with $4.99. Who are you?
No.
Sexual harassment.
No. I thought we had some more time. Gross.
You have to sit in my seat for a couple minutes.
What? Bullshit.
Oh, shit.
I don't have a mic.
That's...
I thought we had another couple of minutes before the fun was over, but here comes the wet blanket all over our fun in the form of Mr. Imholte. Gosh darn it. Well, I guess we're done with our audition. Well, we'll stick here for just a minute or two longer before going to our final segments. And yes, she does look very attractive, kind of Taylor Swifty with those bangs. She looks very good. Nice job, Detroit. You can see that in my Discord here. And Mr. Blue Sky's posting more of his songs. He has a nice, chill, ambient type of sound to him. I enjoy what he does there. I listen to Pogo. Not exactly like a Pogo sound, but like in the same arena of the chill ambient. I don't know if you folks know who Pogo is. Moob alert. I do not believe I have a siren on my board here, but we do have Garth to give us his opinion on what he thinks of Aaron Imholte.
You're a freak with a microphone.
Yes, he is. A freak with a microphone who thinks he is a radio star. He just because you're on the radio doesn't make you a radio star. Isn't he supposed to be on the radio again? Isn't he supposed to have some type of radio job, an actual job like I have? Not a radio job that I have, but I have an actual job because this is a hobby. I had to, start paying the bills at some point again because this is a hobby. I did not blow up overnight like some people. I am blowing up on the toilet because of what I eat, but not on the internet.
That's true. Fuck
You
me.
fucking Jew.
Here, ready?
Boy, you wasted no time whatsoever in getting to some anti-Semitism, did you, Mr. Imholte? Just like the clips seen over on Spurgtopia with the my yeah, wasting no time in telling people of different skin colors and nationalities that they are not welcome over at Steel Toe. Bad job. You're
Fucking
muted.
hell. Take mine for a couple minutes.
I'm gonna be over
You homo? No, this is great. Ozone says Kevin said he wants you to be a guest.
His haircut looks worse. How did his hair get worse? And I guess I am kind of a shithead since I have glorious hair, but you cut your hair and it looks worse. Oh man, I do not know what you can do with that do to make it look better. Mr. Blue Sky does agree with Aaron on this front of the foreigners.
Guess on MLC,
Not
you
being
in?
his
No.
favorite.
I am.
Aaron is. Aaron.
I'm in.
Aaron's forever into Kevin.
I'll go on, Kevin. Your audience. I'll tell you this about Kevin's audience. They're not good at talking shit.
I don't remember MLC. Men love cum.
Men love cum.
Men love cum.
No,
men
that
love
audience,
cocks.
they send in super chats and they're horrible at shit talking. Like I'd fall asleep.
Hey.
They'd write in and they'd be like, I'm gonna get Aaron. And we tried this on that Ray DeVito podcast. They tried.
Aaron, we know they get to you. Your poker face is only slightly better than April, who has a very funny face going on there as she drinks from her can of Modelo. All right, my audition is over. I'm just going to stick with this for about a minute or so before getting to the next segment.
Tried like hell to get me, and I'm just like, guys, you're boring me. You're going through the motions. So, I mean, it would make
April
Kevin
never
a
told her
shitload of money.
story.
I would be one of Kevin's biggest
She claims
guests.
she had a story to tell, but then was just going through the chat and adding nothing as Tampa police. She was about to totally drown, and I was definitely having fun with April, kind of like the Shuley Network. We've got things in the works. I've got things to do on this show, and then them never materializing.
Best ever. And I get him some of his biggest numbers and draw him some of his most money. But his audience is really not.
Aaron Imholte would look right at home in a police pedophile lineup. Which one of these men touched you, Billy? Absolutely right, Bobby Fran. No one talks about them on MLC. He's insane. Yeah, I was thinking that they were below the Kevin Brennan awareness. Super chat button is not active yet, Mr. Blue Sky. I'm about halfway there on subscribers. I'm over halfway on the front of having watch hours. So getting there. And if I were to get 20-something people watching regularly, I might start begging for Venmo. Regularly, I have 6, 10-ish. And that's just way too low of an amount of people to be begging for. That's Dark Side Phil territory there. I got to stay away from that. Yeah, I think I'm done with you guys. I'll get in a quick little shield segment before we get into our next segment and our Lady Clown Bouncy and get on out of here. Dillon from somewhere at gmail.com for inquiries or random creative needs. Or if you're a hoarder, I can help you clean that shit up as I did at work. Basic editing needs and with creative writing, I can help you out there. I had my creative writing date, which Hackride called me a nerd for, but it worked out very well. I'm meeting her husband next time we get together. Yeah, that will be fun to get the approval of the entire family to fuck his wife. And lost my train of thought as I was getting into the polyamory talk out of context. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when we go live. That helps us in the algorithm to get out there to more people. Comment after this is done. All this chatting helps. And usually we are Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, TikTok around the clock tomorrow with some hotties and some weird looking ladies too. And what else is in there? I just got done editing it. But then on Thursday, Successful Failures with Secret Snake, where we will talk about The Critic. I have got on ABC. We will be talking about The Critic on Fox 2 weeks away on successful failures. Talked about The Cable Guy last time, and TV Funhouse is what kicked off my idea for that show. Boy, do I love TV Funhouse. I really wish that would have got a second season, but Comedy Central did not want that show on their airways. So thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe, check us out regularly Tuesday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And now on to our next segment. Usually this has to do with what we just watched, but it was Easter. This has to do with the holiday that just passed, as we watch the Easter Bunny show up on this family's, I was going to say doorstep, at the family's window at night. And now this user knows why the Easter Bunny comes during the day. And it is not to get a clear look at him coming ropes. Little Richard Christie reference there. And who is this? Nate's Geek Lounge shows us why the Easter Bunny comes during the day and not at night.
Who's coming to see you all tonight? The Easter Bunny! Yeah. Look at your pretty eggs. Mommy, can we pick them out? No, don't bother them yet. They're still drying.
Very much like Michael Myers, smacking up against the window. Looks like he has a knife in his hand, the way he is just lurking outside the window at night. Just standing there ominously. He is supposed to be cheerfully standing there to give them gift baskets of some sort. But you do look exactly like Michael Myers lurking out the window. He's explaining who he is, but the kid's having a meltdown, and the way that the bunny is kind of jerking around is looking, again, like a serial killer and not someone who is jolly. He did not go to mascot school to know how to get those little type of movements properly. He is doing very scary, like kind of like a Chris Benoit neck crack as he's on his way to the ring. And these kids, it's just in their DNA to be afraid of Chris Benoit. Okay, the bunny has gone away, but the flip out is not over. The bunny is no longer lurking in this window. Did he slink off? Okay, the camera wasn't on him when the bunny slinked away. Okay, it appears to be over. We had a full minute of screaming. It appears that he is now and Mr. Blue Sky is blaming the sister on getting the younger brother all worked up about Michael Myers, Chris Benoit, the Easter Bunny. So yeah, be careful on how you introduce your kids to the fictional characters in their life, such as, well, this isn't a fictional character. Bouncy is a real character. I was going to call her she is a different personality of whoever is under that makeup, but Bouncy the clown is a real person, a real clown person.
Everyone wants a clown girlfriend, but forgets they have to deal with the actual honking.
And this clown lady, Bouncy, does have several different personas. Here is Clown Elvira.
Hello, darling. It's me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, that video cutie who makes the boys stand up and salute.
And she is called Bouncy
Hello,
for
darling.
a reason. She fills out that Elvira role very well. Two more with our buddy Bouncy here. Here she has her nerdy clown persona on.
You know, I think my only regret is that I got all clowned up and I got nowhere to clown around. Nobody's here to hear my jokes. My cat turned around because he was tired of my clown behavior. What am I to do?
And especially this version of her clown personality, Italian Stallion, looks like Ronald McDonald banged the chick from the big comfy couch. Actually, no, the big comfy couch, I guess that would be more of this first one, wouldn't it?
But forgets to have.
Yeah, it's more of that first one, the Ronald McDonald and big comfy couch lady having a child. Ronald McDonald fucked Smurfette on this one. And here she is with a puppet in that same nerdy clown persona.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Autism. Burn, burn, burn. Where the hose at?
Autistic hose right here. And I am an honest hoe. That is what polyamory is all about. I am not a lion-ass hoe. We have different philosophies, us honest hoes, from those lion-ass hoes. And a fun little extra with the polyamorous date that I had the other night. She does smoke Lucky Strikes. And as we know from the ending of my show, Lucky Strikes are mighty fine tobacco. And that is all for the show today. You can stick around and see that mighty fine tobacco commercial from the black and white era of television when cigarettes were still allowed to be advertised on television. You can see the episode of TV Funhouse where they lampooned that and showed what Joe Camel was doing afterwards. My favorite sketch, my favorite cartoon sketch of the TV Funhouse. That was in part 1, along with my favorite Man on the Street sketch of TV Funhouse, where they absolutely assaulted people with Christmas cheer and carols. Part 2 is where we had the Safety Gang, my favorite live action sketch, and we will be talking about The Critic on Successful Failures Thursday, TikTok around the clock tomorrow, both at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you all for showing up. You made this once again one of my most watched episodes of any of the live streaming programs. Anytime I get over 20, and I know Goofing on Steel Toe is a favorite of this community. As Citizen M, thank you for your compliment of the quality Steel Toe coverage, and we will probably visit them again in a couple of months because this community does enjoy goofing on them. I enjoy goofing on them. And thank you for subscribing recently, Tracy. And be sure to show up tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. And you can join in the live chat, which apparently I'm doing proper, unlike our lady April Imholte. She is not doing it properly. Tampa Police gave me the thumbs up on doing the chat properly and tying it into the show. But that is indeed the show for today. Thank you all for joining. And feel free to come back tomorrow and the day after and then next week at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, Tuesday through Thursday. But for now, feel free to go away.
Well, it looks like that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for going on this adventure with me. It's fun being with friends. I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Toodaloo. Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Ciao. Ding dao day.
Places all. All join hands, circle left. Now circle right and listen to me. LS, MFT. Elementary corners like swinging on a gate. To right to you, honey, with the right left date. Grand right and left around you go. Lucky strike means fine tobacco. Meet your honey and give her a whirl. All swing around with the little girls. Smoke 'em, then you'll see. LS, MFT. Promenade and don't you fall. Promenade around the hall. Lucky Strike is first again with tobacco men. Promenade straight down the pike. It's time right now for a Lucky Strike. Yes, for smoking that you're bound to like, you just can't beat a Lucky Strike.